Hello and welcome to the history of Maritime Wrestling. On this episode, I will be talking about New Breed Wrestling. New Breed Wrestling was founded in 2007, and the first New Breed heavyweight champion was Double XL. Double XL would feud with Chris Cook over the title, and Chris Cook would be the man to end Double XL's reign. Chris Cook would end 2007 as the New Breed champion. In 2007, New Breed would also have a television title. The first champion was Devon Storm, and he would lose that title to Joshua Knight. On March 15th, 2008, Chris Cook would lose the New Breed title to Caleb Cross. Caleb Cross would eventually vacate the title, and Chris Cook would win the vacant title on June 7th, starting his second reign. He would end 2008 as the champion. In 2008, New Breed Wrestling would introduce NBW tag team titles. The first champions were SPX, Sexton Phoenix and Alexander Saint, who won the titles in a three-way match versus Adrian Starr and Jamie Hamilton, and Hard-Nosed Haggerty and Tristan Strife. The TV title would change hands twice in 2008. First, Andy Osborne beat Joshua Knight to win the title, and then he would lose the title to Adrian Starr, who would finish off 2008 as the champion. The first show of 2009 was on January 10th. That night, Adrian Starr defended the TV title versus Double XL. The match ended in a double pin. Both Adrian Starr and Double XL would be named co-champion after the match. That same night, Sexton Phoenix beat Chris Cook in a non-title match, and the night would not get any better for Chris Cook, as he would lose the New Breed title to Riddick Stone in the main event. The next show would be on February 21st, 2009. On that show, co-TV champions Adrian Starr and Double XL would win the New Breed tag team titles from SPX. That same night, the UCW middleweight champion JP Sims would successfully defend his title versus Canadian Idol, and Riddick Stone had his first successful title defense, beating Tristan Strife. On May 21st, Chris Cook would win back the New Breed title from Riddick Stone. On June 20th, Double XL beat Adrian Starr to officially become the sole TV champion. On July 4th, 2009, Sexton Phoenix beat Chris Cook to win the New Breed title. In August of 2009, all the titles would be vacated and the company would go on hiatus. New Breed would have only one show in 2010 with a main event of Riddick Stone beating Titus. New Breed Wrestling would go on hiatus once again. New Breed Wrestling would return on May 19th, 2012 for a farewell show. For this final show, Chris Cook was awarded the New Breed Wrestling heavyweight title. He would successfully defend the New Breed title versus Titus that night, but later on in the main event, he would lose the title to Wildman Gary Williams. After this show, the New Breed Wrestling heavyweight title would officially be retired, and New Breed Wrestling would officially close its doors. But that would not be the end for New Breed Wrestling. 5 years later, in 2017, New Breed Wrestling would return. In October, the New Breed Wrestling heavyweight title would also return, as The Answer won the vacant title after beating Riddick Stone. The Answer would enter 2018 as the champion and successfully defend his title on June 9th versus Dylan Davis. That same night in the main event, Titus would win a battle royal to become the number one contender. Titus would get his title shot on November 10th, beating The Answer to become the new champion. In 2019, Cowboy Mike Hughes beat Chris Cook to become the number one contender, and we would see the return of the NBW tag team titles. The tag team titles would be decided in a fatal four-way elimination match. In that match, Lincoln Steen and Shane Stevens beat Sabotage, Julian Young and Remy Petit, and Backwoods Buchanan and Big T to be crowned the new NBW Tag Team Champions. On October 19th, Lincoln Steen and Shane Stevens would have their first successful tag team title defense versus Julian Young and Remy Petit. The main event that night would see Titus successfully defend the New Breed Wrestling heavyweight title versus Cowboy Mike Hughes. The final show of 2019 would happen on November 23rd. On that show, Lincoln Steen and Shane Stevens successfully defended their tag team titles versus Chip Chambers and Narcissus Saint. And in the main event, JP Sims beat Titus to win the New Breed Wrestling heavyweight title. This would unfortunately be the final show New Breed would hold until the year 2023. In 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic closed everything down, including New Breed Wrestling. New Breed Wrestling would return in 2023, but we will save that for a future video. Thank you very much for listening, and I will see you next week.